started. Gundam fight all set. Ready? Go!
Why, hello there, hello there, Mech fans, and welcome to the Mechpit chat for this, the evening of March 2nd, 2026. We are already in March. Wow, I was not expecting that. This year is already starting to go by much quicker than I expected. In fact, there's been so much stuff that's kind of come along and gone that I feel like I feel like I've barely paid attention to half of it. I mean, off the bat, we had, stuff going on in Venezuela, El Presidente. There was all that Iran stuff that's been going on. The Olympics happened. Like, all of that came and went. We all had to pretend we actually cared about, like, hockey for all of, like, 5 minutes, just as we got a chance to go rub the Canadians' noses in it for an afternoon. And, of course, as always, I've been getting more stuff built, more mech stuff, having some fun, relaxing, chilling out. I gotta get the desk cleaned up because I've got some stuff to build, and I think we'll have to do some streams here soon. With all of that said, I of course want to thank you, Mr. Vince Womack, for dropping all those links down there in the chat for me, making sure all that stuff is out there. I do appreciate it, sir. Including, all these fine places I'll be at, like hanging out with Pops tomorrow for a little talk hard. The Instagram, the Twitter, the Kick, my Instagram. I feel like I wouldn't be half as organized without you here to help keep me in track. And last but not least, certainly, the tipping is appreciated, but never required. So if anyone feels so kind as to do that, I would be so grateful. Plastic crack is more important than some geopolitical nonsense. I'm inclined to agree with you. Friday, I went to bed. I was like, I'm feeling bad. I'm not going to do much. And then I'm going to go pass out. I go do that. I wake up and find out, oh, Iran happened. I'm like, did I drink too much paint water? It all happened in a blur. I missed it. It's not really my wheelhouse. I just know that it happened. But one thing I do know, though, is we have some fine folks in the back here waiting for us. Without further ado, folks, let me go ahead and bring them in. Let me hit that drum roll, please.
Man, I love the intro that you had. That was perfect. You know what? I've been wanting to get back into G Gundam because G Gundam it wasn't the OG of Gundam, but it was a good show.
And I've been trying to get back into drinking paint water.
Well, the nice thing is Citadel, of course, makes these perfect little shot glasses for you.
Ow.
Let me guess. Lead Belcher. You're muted. Was it Lead Belcher?
He's still muted. His audio just stopped. What did he do? Did he eat the audio cord? I noticed that he still has an eye behind that eye patch. Is that eye patch just for looks, or did he really go missing with an eye?
That's Gator. That's how Gator is.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to hear the puppet's backstory.
What do you mean? Is the eye just for aesthetics?
Yes. Well, no, I'm not talking about the eye, man. I'm talking about that patch.
Yeah, it's the you see where the eye patch is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so I don't have to look at your ugly mug.
Oh, you want to go there?
That?
You want to go there? Let's go. I'll get my own Muppet.
Well, it's Tabletop Junkie. I didn't realize you were into puppet holes like that.
Yeah. It's just I'm feeling a little aggressed over here. It's
2026. Like anything goes now.
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, he's into puppet holes. Who knew?
Oh shit. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little giggly tonight. It's been a long freaking day. And
it's been a long freaking day, and people have been tickling your puppet hole. We know.
I know. I was
More
there.
the other way around. I've been tickling theirs.
That's freaking gross, dude. What the hell? Can you believe this? I ain't cast it.
Can't believe it. Like this guy got on the chat here. He was
Freaking
like,
nerd.
"Yeah, sure, come on by. We'll talk about some robots. We'll have some fun." And then it's like we went into all this dirty talk with puppet holes. Like
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened, Gator. I apologized for him.
Yeah, we should talk about robots. We should talk about stuffing him in one. We should go straight up Dr. Robotnik on his ass.
Cram him in a robot like a little gerbil.
Yeah, like a little yeah. That was kind of interesting. It's like Dr. Robotnik is like, I could invent fusion power, but you know what's even better than fusion power? The power of little cute furry animals.
See, I've always assumed they just ran on little hamster wheels.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have a little bit of a haul I wanted to show off for you guys.
A haul?
Yes, I got a couple things in the mail this week. And this pertains to a bit of the tabletop stuff that I've been getting into as of late, where I've been making all my little minis. If you guys, if anyone out there has paid attention to what I've been posting around,
He's breaking out the fine china.
Yeah.
I've been posting all kinds of little miniatures and models I've been painting up, having some fun there. A lot of it is in service of a tabletop game called One Page Rules, which is effectively like kind of, I would describe it as Warhammer with the serial numbers filed off.
What if you want to turn the page?
Well, the secret is it's actually front and back. So it's 2 pages, but it's 1 sheet. They lied to us.
They did. That's false advertisement.
However, they have a faction for it that are giant robots, but there's no models yet.
Oh.
But not to worry, because good old Bandai is here to the rescue.
Is that
I opted for some 30-minute mission models.
yeah. I love those.
Nice.
I like how some
And I
of
was
it is the same color as your green screen, so it's all blending in.
Yeah, this was by pure coincidence, I assure you. As I was like, oh, I made it oopsie. I oops all green.
That's okay.
I made it oopsie. But as it dawns on me, I'm looking around. I'm like, I have some other mechs I can always use for this. I'm like, yeah, I know, I will bring these in, and I'm like, oh wait, they're also green.
But that one you can see actually because it's a dark forest green that doesn't actually recognize. It's gray, but it's you can definitely tell it's a thing.
Yeah. I am. Oh, I really. If I do take this for tabletop, I have to glue that together because it is one of those like Kotobukuya kits that has just everything falls apart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. You remember we were working on the Mega Zaku marionette.
Yep.
Yeah. We drilled some holes and we put what do you call it what do you call those the box car, the soapbox car weights, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, for like the Pinewood Derby.
Yeah, the Pinewood Derby. Yeah, the Pinewood Derby weights. Yeah, we put like 2 like heavy rods in the feet, so it could go stompy, and the marionetting would actually a little be more smoother with some weight on the feet. Because right now the weight is too distributed. We needed more weight on the feet, so I could walk easier. I hope so. But yeah.
So, guys, how was your weekend? Did you guys happen to catch the news that came out this weekend?
Oh yeah.
What? I did not. Please fill me in because I feel like I might have missed this.
Well, surely, as a proper millennial, you should clearly understand the importance of Friday and everything that transpired on Friday. It's one of the most holiest days of our generation.
True that. But let's pretend I was missing on Friday.
I, of course,
Let's pretend I'm retarded.
That's a bit of a stretch, Gator.
It's a very big stretch.
I, of course, am talking about Pokemon Day.
Oh, yeah, I already know about that. Yeah, believe me, I got a kid that does not let me miss it.
Oh, what the fuck is Pokemon Day?
So, Nintendo, Pokemon Company, whoever decided that day is going to be the day, of course, that which we celebrate Pokemon, and well, we use this opportunity to market and show you all the games.
Like one of the last days in February?
I thought we called that Black History Month.
That's what your mom calls. Anyways,
of course, the new games Pokemon Winds and Wave were announced, and we got which basically lines up with a lot of leaks that had come out.
Yep.
And that said, this has been a much needed update for that brand because it has been really held back by the Switch.
It's been a yawn fest, let's be honest.
Admittedly, I've been kind of getting, a little further and further away from Pokemon. Though I still have a soft spot for it because I grew up with it and it was always, a piece of that.
Oh yeah.
Piece of that history for me. I've got my little Litwick plushes around because he's my favorite little dude. As he steals souls, little evil candle.
Man, I was a big blue and red guy. Yeah.
P-Days sounds skinky.
What sounds
Donut?
kinky? P-Day? Who knew? He knew. He likes heart gold showers on his soul silver.
Stars.
Anyways,
Apparently, someone from the chat says everyone else is talking about Resident Evil 9 and Leon's biceps. That is overly done. That game has not been out for very long, but I am tired of hearing about it.
It literally came out Friday.
And everyone's playing it.
Yeah. And I've heard more about that than I have anything else in life.
Yeah, even my brother's been playing it, and he's like, dude, it's so good, it's so good. I'm like, all right.
Guys, I don't believe you guys. All this talk about Leon's biceps. We were talking about the law, and of course,
it could be worse. He could be talking about Leon's Oh, hey, Punkwaddle.
What, you're not talking about Piplup, the only worthwhile Pokemon ever?
No, we're talking about Resident Evil because everyone else is talking about Resident Evil. Why can't we talk about Resident Evil nonstop and nothing else?
Oh, is that what people are doing?
Well, see,
because Resident Evil is not that good. I'm sorry. Like, the story behind it is not that great.
Oh, okay.
Some people like it. Some people really, really do love it. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. I made it to the bottom. Look at this.
No, that's where you belong. Anyways.
So, I guess on the topic
Dad
of
said last night.
Resident Evil, I should...
Continue.
Why do I do this to myself? I was actually going to sit here and admit to the fact that I've actually have yet to actually play through a Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes, I escaped the 90s without having played Resident Evil.
I played.
Okay, first off, how nobody could have done that.
I didn't either. I've never played. I played the first scene of the first Resident Evil and watched some friends play it. I mean, I watched the movie, so I got all the accurate lore, right?
Well, okay.
In that case, those movies.
In that case, I played a couple hours of various Resident Evils, but I never got to that far at all. So
I like how we were trying not to talk about it. Now we're just talking about it nonstop.
I don't know. I think at some point I'm gonna have to go and sit down and play through it. I'll probably do a live stream or something. And what I'll do is actually play through either the PS1 version or whatever is on Steam.
There you go.
I don't know. apparently a listless receptionist is taking credit for the derailment, but it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, so it's good to see you. And I love the ADHD subtraction and division of conversations. So,
at this
I will
point, we
say
just got to
this.
embrace it.
Mortal Kombat was the best of the 90s.
Really?
Are we talking
Hadouken,
movie or
what?
game?
Games. Movies, yeah, not so much.
I mean, Street Fighter was pretty.
Yeah, Street Fighter's where it's at, dude.
Like, I feel like Mortal Kombat was like the home console system more than, and Street Fighter was where it was at in the arcade.
I mean, I was straight up Capcom versus Marvel too.
Well, The Simpsons was really, really good as well, and the Turtles was really good.
90s Simpsons, great.
Battletoads and Double Dragon, and then
2005
TMNT.
Simpsons, trash.
I was talking about like the Simpsons stand-up arcade, like the whole like cabinet.
Oh yeah, everything about the Simpsons in the 90s was awesome.
The Marge walking around with a broom, beating the crap out of people.
I gotta say, I gotta agree with you guys on this. The Simpsons was the best, especially in the 90s with the games.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty fun.
Anyway, Pokemon wins and waves, guys. Let's.
Yes.
Where's the
Piplup?
Piplup?
So, unfortunately, we don't have a Piplup this time, but what we do have is these little guys. Of course, as everyone is called.
They look like tropical fruit.
We have the bean chick. We have bro, like the angry
Is it
bird.
bro or brote?
Brote, but
Bro.
he's bro.
He's a chickpea. He's a bean chick.
Burb.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of cute, but
yeah, it's like pre-hummus. Okay.
It's like one of those like artist renditions. It's like, if you could draw a Pokemon, a fake Pokemon, what would it be? And this would be like one of the finalists.
These
it definitely was.
He's
like
a little
these seem generic. I don't know.
It looks like a fake Pokemon though.
Mm-hmm.
I think
let's see what else we got.
here. I think my favorite here is just the freaking Pombon. Look at this thing. Look at this stupid fucking dog. There is not a thought going through that head.
And
That
that's
is
a
the
Pomeranian with a cool little Guy Fieri, like he dyed one tip, right? He's like, I'm so edgy, I dyed one tip of my hair. All the kids are gonna say I'm cool.
It's a Pomeranian, but it's not all red. If it's a fire Pokemon, you kind of want it to be a little more red than brown.
Yeah, it's not the.
But then they're gonna be like, "Oh, isn't that just a Growlithe?" And we're like, "Yeah, wow, how diverse Pokemon? How diverse."
I actually really like this design. However, the one stipulation we need: this dog better stay on 2 fucking legs, and he better not become a fighting type. That's like the only thing the fan base care about. We have had so many fire types.
His evolution
starting out on. We have had so many of them starting out on 4 legs, and then they decide, I am going to stand up. And it's like, no, stay down, boy.
Yeah.
He's going to turn into a lion with like a fire-breathing roar.
No, he's going to turn into a dragon, but he's not going to be dragon type. He's going to be a flight type.
Listless, look at this dog in the face and tell me there is a thought that goes through that head. His brain is too smooth for thoughts.
Oh, hold on. I feel like 2 things can be true. One, that Pomeranians can be clever, and this can be the derpiest derpamon.
I like it, Derpamon. That is my favorite Digimon.
I feel like Pokemon creators are just grasping at straws here for new designs.
I got over 1,000.
Fletcher.
Well, let's be honest. They've been grasping at straws ever since Pal World's been beating them at their own game. Literally, that's what they accuse them.
I like this because this is just like side eye, Benny. Like this is like Squidward as a Pokemon.
No.
You know what this is? Like a gecko mixed with a frog?
No. You're both wrong. This
Okay.
is E.T. and it's E.T. and one of those what do you call the Avatar people, the blue Avatar people?
Big
Guys,
orange.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's E.T. Had weird tail sex with one of the blue aliens
So,
from Avatar.
It's a specifically alien Hollywood type.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Straight up.
Oh
At
no!
least-
I
At least ET
I-
uses real props.
Yeah.
I had another thought.
Very
It's just
similar.
Roger.
Very similar to what I said. Yeah, very similar to what I said.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Roger. Yeah,
Yeah, almost Roger, but I'm thinking more ET phone home.
more
kind
ET
of.
because of the wide. Like he's more Stewie than Roger, honestly.
Yeah, very Stewie. Like the big eyes,
Yeah.
the head shape in general is just like the ET.
I don't disagree with where you're going with that, Ironcaster. I feel like you made a very valid point.
Yeah. We're both going like Alien. Mine was mine was was live action. Yours was cartoony, so I can see where you were going with it. Yeah.
It's like Roger's. It's like Roger. It's like if they gave Roger a little brother.
Yeah.
Or that's Roger's child.
Yeah,
Was
that he
Stewie?
had was Stewie. Stewie Griffin. Stewie Griffin's
Oh,
and Roger's freaking bastard child.
Great minds
Dang.
think alike, they say.
Yeah, unless you're the Pomeranian, then you don't think at all. Derp-a-derp.
Oh my god!
I've got brain fire. Wah!
It's like that's the worst kind of brain farts.
Yeah, the brain fart that when someone lights a match.
He had a thought, and it's crispy.
Crispy Dots. Think of Crispy Dots.
oh,
Is okay, you're looking at all the Pokemon. Is there actually a really cool Pokemon?
no, that was literally all we had for the Pokemon thing. No, actually, I just
Oh, that's
got
lame.
switched. I actually something just popped up here. I saw a little bit of breaking news, guys.
Should rub it out
kinda
then.
some sad, a little bit rather tragic news actually.
Oh, should really rub it out then.
So your favorite actor, my favorite actor,
Petro?
the chin with the charisma, Mr. Bruce Campbell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We should really rub it out now.
He
You haven't yet?
he's come out and announced that he has cancer.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, folks. These days, when someone is having a health issue, it's referred to as an opportunity. So let's go with that. I'm having one of those. It's also called a type of cancer that's treatable, not curable. I apologize if that's a shock. It was to me too. The good news is I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm posting this because professionally, a few things will have to change. Appearances and cons and work in general need to take a back seat to the treatment.
Yeah.
So about I was gonna say I got a hold of this news literally 10 minutes ago. I didn't bring it up because it just kind of he's one of my favorite actors. So this is kind of I was hoping even though he said he wasn't going to return to the Evil Dead franchise, he did just recently hint to, like literally I think a week ago, that they were working in project or in development a new Evil Dead movie, and I was wondering if he was going to partake in it. But I think between everything that's going on in his advanced age, because he is up there in age, he may not be super old, but he is up there in age. I don't think we're going to see any more of that, and it's just for me, it's a little shocking.
Yeah, and it is harder to fight cancer when you're of the older age, people's.
Plus, he did not release what stage they found it at and how early on either. That will all be dependable on that.
Well, I'm hoping all sunshine and rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
He is currently 67.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the chemotherapy might do it. Like if he has to get on treatment, the treatment might do more damage to him than the actual cancer would.
I mean, I think he can pull him. I think he'll have a big turnaround here. But yeah, he's one of my favorite actors too. He kind of comes from our neck of the woods here, Junkie. Him.
He's from Michigan. He is from our state. That's one of the things I liked about him. He adores his fans. I actually know someone who actually got to meet him, and I've been watching the cons, see where he's at, to see if I would ever get him close enough to Michigan once more to go actually meet him myself.
Oh yeah,
and I haven't been able to yet.
Oh, that's sad.
I was kind of fortunate enough to go and I went to a local horror con, and there they had one of the special effects guys from Evil Dead, and while he's doing his little conversation, he's telling stories about what it was like being on the set, and this he's talking about how I've been going on these convention tours with Bruce for like 20 years, and every time he tells the stories about getting down in the mud and the lenses he had to wear, it's like he says like it gets worse and worse every time he tells the story. Before you know it, it's suddenly 32 below, and he's got to have dry wool over his eyes,
and he's got cancer. What? What? That's not funny. Cancer's not funny, dude. What the hell?
You're right. Oh.
I thought the special effects guys, like I was going to say, like I thought most of them were the crew themselves. Going off of what Mr. Vincent said.
It's been a number of years since the guy's name was Tom Sullivan, that's right. But anyway, hang on. Where are the elves, though? Okay. So, elves. I teased elves. There were going to be some elves here. You're right. We'll get your elves.
I want to see elf boobs.
I mean, I could just Google elf boobs for you.
I wanted a whole elf brothel just right here. Yes. Just shower me in cookies, girls. Shower me in cookies. Cookies and shoes. Cookies and shoes.
All right, Mr. Keebler.
Yeah.
Here you go. Listen. There you go. Elves. We love our elves.
Now, is that an elf in an elf starship or an elf mech? That is important.
It's an elf mech, of course.
Well, duh. It's got to be. I don't care what it is. It's an elf in a science fictional suit or in a science fictional area. That is like freaking like awesome.
Yeah, is it?
Well, when you can take fantasy and mix it with some science fiction, because I like fantasy and I love science fiction, put them together, you got the ultimate combo. Science fiction, fantasy.
You mean sci-fi?
Well, I mean, so
yeah, there we go.
So the way I see it, like if we were to kind of blend those two together, I feel like, of course, elves probably should be like fighter pilots. Like I feel like they've probably had centuries to master deep space combat. But when you start thinking about all the other races, of course, well, we sort of already know what dwarves will be doing in space.
I imagine elves would have found a way to perfect their armor, where they wouldn't need a lot of it, and their mechs would be lighter on their feet.
Yeah, it's like we already know. And I was just like, yeah, they'd be mining asteroids because that's where all the money's at.
Rock and stone, boys. If you don't rock and stone, you ain't going home. I love me some Deep Rock Galactic. I'm a bit overdue for it. I feel like since I kind of lost I cleaned up. I lost some of the beard. I've kind of lost the qualifications to be a Deep Rock Galactic miner.
I feel like you and a few other people have shown me this game over time, over the years.
Okay, Punkwaddle, the premise is incredibly simple. You're a dwarf in space. You get into a giant drill bullet, and you are launched at a planet where you are sent deep underground to go and harvest ore and resources and fight bugs. That's it.
Sounds like Starship Troopers meet dwarves.
Kinda.
Absolutely. Honestly, Junkie, have you not played this?
No, I have not.
Oh no, dude, what are you doing with yourself? Trust me, Deep Rock Galactic is going to be one of the
Well,
best.
Don't want to ask that. Don't ask him what he's doing with himself.
If you want to know, I have to split my time between work, tabletop gaming, my wife, and jerking off when nothing else happens.
That's a lot of responsibility.
You said the quiet part out loud. My God.
Yeah,
I've been doing all that. I've been doing all that myself. And let me tell you, your wife has been incredibly mean to me.
Yes. But I will say, you have been jerking him off pretty good, though. What? You had a great burn, and I just followed up the burn, but I think I got him back. Never mind. My bad. I'm sorry.
is that one of those spicy brain farts?
Yes. I have Pomeranian brain.
Not a thought in that brain.
Nope. Never has been. So, anyways, about deep rocks. How do you get your deep rocks off there?
At first,
How do you get your deep rocks off there, Galaxy Brain? Shit.
I don't hang around rocks the way I used to, so I wouldn't know.
I don't either. That's okay. Yeah, I don't hang around rocks either. I just rub my rocket ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like it is a good blend and mix of genre though, to put the fantasy in with the sci-fi. So the idea of trying to put all the tropes into a sci-fi setting. So it's the question of how do you play with these ideas? How should elves be in space for this long-lived race? What does that mean? Surely they've probably built up these centuries-old trading negotiations between planets that they act as dignitaries. They are some of the best pilots. It's just kind of that elf superiority wins again.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Imperial of Man comes in and be like, no, we're going to purge all the heretics.
Yep. The heretics, the flamers, all out.
All that stuff, yeah. If you think about it, 40K is literally, let's put all these cool fantasy things. I don't think they have dwarves. Do they have dwarves? No. They have orcs, they have elves, they have bug demons. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have dwarves now. What are they?
They do have dwarves?
Yeah. They just recently got brought back as a full faction.
It is an old faction, isn't it? Yeah. It was a little too on the nose, and they're like, "Oh, let's get rid of it," and then they're bringing it back. Yeah.
Yeah, because at some point we realized that fantasy is not a 1-to-1 ratio with what people want the world to be.
Sometimes it's a 4-to-1 ratio.
True. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
and when it comes to 40K, it's a can't afford situation.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's expensive.
Oh yeah. Anyways, what were you gonna say? What was you gonna say?
They don't call it 40K just because of the year it's set in.
Yeah, 40K is.
That's what years it's set in. I really thought that was how much.
Yeah, that's how much you spend when you have the complete set.
Are you sure that's all? I thought that was like the buy-in for the base.
For these two, yeah. So actually, on that topic, so Warhammer just went and teased a couple of new models that I was actually getting super excited for everyone's favorite space commies, the Tau.
Sure.
And then we got the price. Because it is basically 2 models that we are getting for a total of like $100.
Dang.
Like,
2 models for $100. Oh wow, that's how big are they?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess to use Gundam scale, you know those little Haru mechs?
Yeah.
Oh god, those are just tiny.
Those like 2 inches. Like, is it slightly bigger than a Converge then?
Here, just there we go. There's the 2 mechs. They look great. I'm like, I love these. I want to add these to my collection, but then I'm like, then I look at the price and it's like $111 for the 2 mechs. Oh, and those 2 little extra ones to the sides that we don't really count, but they want to be able to stamp on the box and say it comes with 4 models.
Yeah.
Does it though?
For individual pieces,
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. The only thing that their 40K is going for it right now is the lore and legacy right now. You know, they have great lore, and the legacy is like lots of people have played it, been playing it. Like we have freaking like grandpa players, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we have like grandkids that are playing with their grandpas that played like the first generation, you know. So and
the thing is, they legitimately make fantastic models. The stuff that I look at and I think I would love to have these. I would love to collect this. I am slowly painting up some Space Marines, but it's not something I can just go out every week and like buy a new box of, because it's like, hey, $35 just for a single hero.
Yeah. Well, that's why you get good at 3D printing.
Yep.
Even though that's frowned upon, it's like, well, we're broke, so screw you.
Well, not only that, if I'm playing at my kitchen table with friends I invite over, then it kind of doesn't matter. Which, by the way, Junkie, we are gonna have to get Tabletop Junkie. We're gonna have to get together. We are gonna get you your own army going for 1-page rules.
Okay, not a problem.
You will join us.
Oh boy. I feel like I am a human being on a starship from the 24th century, taking on the Boar Collective.
How much Borging are you gonna do?
It depends. It depends if I get a simulated or not by Ironcast over here.
Bargain.
Or worse, he's a Cyberman.
Well, see, this is where we can also look to some alternatives, because as I've been proposing with like 1-page rules as an option, one of the nice features there is since it's a more open model agnostic game, you can come in with just about anything, which means they aren't trying to sell. They aren't trying to solely sell you plastic kits, plastic boxes of figures, which means that, you know, they don't have the same drive and desire to force you to spend more money to build up your points. Whereas like you have cheaper points, so it's like, hey, why I could come in with say a box of from a company like War Games Atlantic, like, oh, here, check this out. Like a box of 52 guys for like $40.
Are they dead? They're called the Damned Army. Are they dead? Are they the Walking Dead?
I mean, they're basically like sci-fi cultists. But you think about it, Junkie, like
they're the Walking Dead with cybernetic implants that's huffing methane gas. Yeah, look at that. Those guys get some wiring there.
Yeah,
there's a ball gag in those. Oh dear Lord!
What about the cultist?
Pretty good. The only one I'm worried about is that M. Bison guy right there.
But for me, it was a 2.
I mean, it kind of looks like him. I mean, look at he's got the hat,
Yeah.
and if Bison had a trench coat, I mean, that is a kind of a really generic look.
The fist or the big arm, the big hand.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Everyone wants a big old commissar with a big iron
But
fist.
I like the fact that they have a priest. Like that. There's a priest in there preaching the word of whatever cult this is.
Yeah, I mean, what
It's
is?
good.
I don't think the lore of, and I'm not really that deep into it, but I don't think the lore works with so many factions and Die Hard without like, religious cults and like zealots and people that feel like they have to become the sword of whatever thing they believe in, right? Otherwise, they might get along.
But look at this. Like we got turrets. So you can have some support here, fire. You have these big giant grunts up in the back who are just using car doors as shields and grenade launchers. This big motherfucker.
Bro,
here
that's
dead
not.
center.
No. This is sci-fi. That's not a car door. That's a door off of an airlock of a starship.
That's called a car door.
Yeah, it could be a car door too. It could be a
What about
sci-fi
a back door.
Or if you want to be a little more traditional, like, well, of course, that's all good and all, but we need to be a little more armored. So,
although
there
I'm not
you
gonna
go.
lie, I like that. I like the statement. The greatest sport is war. It sounds like something a Sataran would say.
Okay, so these come from a company called War Games Atlantic here, and they've been putting out their own. They've been putting out a lot of model kits for stuff. And one of their original games is called Deathfield, which is basically just like a battle royale where you have models and all kinds of crazy sci-fi factions all coming together. I know, Junkie, you're breathing hard there. You're getting super excited about this.
No, not really. I'm blowing my nose. But at least you get a whole arm. At least you get a whole army though for like $40 versus one dude.
Yeah, or even like a squad of like 5 guys, and it's like, oh, that's not exciting. But it's like, I look at this, I'm like, there's so many options here. There's boxes and boxes of stuff like, oh, here's a bunch of like.
Sometimes I like to go eat at Five Guys.
Like for $40, here's 24 generic soldiers you could have. So think about all those sci-fi games you could be running. You have just these as like grunts.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. That's not bad. The only problem I have is storage room. I've got 4 teenagers. Life sucks.
Well, see, that's where you just get those like really useful boxes, like the slightly bigger ones. I've been leaning into those for my stuff.
You don't really know how much room a teenager takes up, do you? And then times it by 4.
Nah, you'll be fine. Okay, fine. Fine. How about this?
Actually, let me redo the math. Take one teenager, figure out how much room they do, times it by 2, and then times it by 4 after that, because when the grown man of the house acts like a teenager too, and he has to have all his crazy books around him, that's just crazy.
Okay, Junkie, how about this? Paper.
Just sell off the kids, you can afford more models.
Yeah. How about this, Junkie? Paper minis. You can literally shove them in an envelope. You can shove it between 2 books.
Oh, that's true. I guess I can't complain there.
It costs you nothing.
And
you're being called out.
I have more than enough books too to shove them in there between.
Why? It sounds like you need to do a little bit of, reconsidering your room a little bit. Like, when's the last time you played Call of Cthulhu?
Literally a couple months ago.
There you go.
How likely are you to play it again?
Pretty likely.
Okay, so we keep that one. We'll go down the list. How likely are you to play Werewolf the Apocalypse?
We're not touching that one.
Okay, so there you go.
No. I mean, literally, it's off the table. It's gonna stay on my shelf because I haven't played it yet. At least one time, but I'm trying to get a game together.
Nice.
Anyway, so as I've been kind of getting into a lot of my tabletop stuff,
and it's called Forsaken. Get it right.
So, One Page Rules has given me so many options for models, including a bunch of the sci-fi generic, which yes does include elves.
Nice.
Hey,
Handcaster, I'm gonna bounce out. Y'all have a wonderful Monday.
Hey, thank you, Gator. Thank you,
Later,
Stacks.
Gator.
Yep.
See you Wednesday, if not sooner.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mecha Monday was a little on the late end to start, but it's been a rough Monday. So, all right, we talked about robots. Actually, we did robot companions.
Oh,
thank you for the shout out. Yes, subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 at some point in the year.
yeah.
Maybe we'll hit 1,000. Maybe we'll see.
If I start putting, go ahead, go.
Yeah, I do need to lock it in. But on that note, I do have to wake up stupid early. So, good night, everyone.
All right, night.
That's Stacks.
Good night.
So, guys, be sure to go subscribe to Snacks. He's out there. Yeah, and make sure you let him know you want more of those more of Gator's Grand Adventure, because we got to see where that puppet's going to next.
Mm-hmm.
I like that guy. Anyway, so One Page Rules has been kind of eating up more and more of my time, more of my attention. So I pay about $10 a month. I have access to the Patreon, which gives me a bunch of models, and so I will get a crap ton of stuff every month. So they'll slowly feed up different factions, and yes, I got elves. Yes. So to that end, it'll be things
Wow, Gator leaves.
of their sci-fi elves.
You start freezing up a bit.
Oh, I thought that was just happening on my end.
No, that's his end. Yeah,
Okay.
that kind of looks like. Oh, I think we've seen some of those guys before, but yeah, that's a cool design.
Which all of the is fine and all, but the problem is, like, if you don't have a 3D printer, well, that limits your options. It's like, well, some people might want to go and either literally whittle their own or what have you. That's not enough. Well, they've been turned around and they've been starting to produce actual plastic models. So the whole venture has been expanding out more. We are getting robots and lizard men as factions for models.
Nice.
Okay.
A grimdark future.
Yep. It's got a whole lore to it. Which Junkie you might want to take a look at, because like they have a whole the whole lore loadout on their website.
I am currently actually checking it out as we're going along here.
And I mean, well, the nice thing is, right? You could start simple, do like what they call the quest mode, which is like where you would effectively have maybe 2 to 4 hero models fighting off against waves of enemies as you kind of do like some sort of events. Like you're trying to basically play out like a role playing game or with a board game. And not only that, if you remember, say, the Borderlands games, how you would have those like waves and waves of enemies that will come at you, like the onslaught mode.
Mm-hmm.
There's a mode like that that's been being worked on with this. So you have all these options tied in with the game. Plus, they have the same stuff available for sci-fi and for fantasy.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely checking this out as we're going along.
The important question is, what do you do when you get like 2,000 of these? How many totes? Okay, that's not important, because if you already play tabletop,
get a shed.
Have a lot of
like build your own shed. Like if there's a pre-existing shed, tear it down and just build your own. That way you can, as long as you got the yard and the space, you can do that. You can put 2,000 totes in a nice big shed and still have room to go in there and hang out with your friends.
you start doing what I've been doing, and you start 3D printing out the materials to make little crates to put all your models and paints in, and then
You 3D print sides to make crates.
well, yeah,
Put your models in.
I gotta get like 5 of these together. I gotta print out like five more pieces to finish the crate,
Okay.
and then this is gonna sit on my desk for paints, and I'm gonna have little drawers I can pull out for pulling out my paints for paint storage. So it's not
not that I'm.
so I don't have just bits and bottles of paint sitting around. I have a corner over here that's untouched. Like
It's not that you have an app for that. You have a mat or a program or a prefab or a design for that. You can just.
I'm pretty sure this is a psychological issue where it's called not an OCD. What's the other obsession?
Look.
What?
How I choose to act on my autism is up to me, guys.
You need to go to MA.
What?
But
Minnie's Anonymous.
Masochistic autistic? Wait, what?
No. Minnie's Anonymous.
We don't talk about the pile of shame.
Oh
no.
Boy.
No. The backlog of shame.
Well, it's the same thing.
I was literally calling myself out in that moment. That's all.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's a phrase that like transcends hobbies because the gun piling up. You think these are only 2 I have for Gundams? Like, no. These are going to be my Titan Lords.
Just to let you guys know, I am blinking twice, just so the audience knows.
You're not in danger. Unless you have something we want and you're offering it, we're not going to take it from you. Are we? Is this?
He's gonna come walking into the house, and I'm gonna be like, could I interest you in a bucket of orcs?
Oh my God, you would do that. I can, yeah. That way.
Are you gonna get guilt by association that our activities, our shameless activities of shame, are enabling you, and by comparison, you feel like it's okay because it's not so bad for you until you transcend and supersede our hyper focus and extreme Amazoning at one day?
I think somehow I'm gonna get sucked into this, even though I don't want to, because I'm just gonna walk in his house and he's gonna go, Junkie, I gotta get you into this, and I'm gonna be like, nah, man, no, because the thing about Ironcaster is he's got that charisma to where you may say no at first, but eventually it just wears you down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Punkwaddle, how many minutes did you have before you met him?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I rest my case.
He's a really nice, friendly guy, and he just wants to share with you his ideas and his hobbies. Like I don't get what.
Yeah, he told me that back in 2007, and here we are.
Look,
yeah, better than dolls. Listen.
Yeah, you know what? I will give you that. Yes, it is.
I mean, although depending on who you are, he's playing with his manly dollies again.
See, that's the thing. I have nothing but the best ideas. It's just no one likes where they go because apparently it involves them suffering a little bit. But that's what makes for the best entertainment.
I'm gonna have to go off here with Listless is he like that on dates? It's like, well, he has not quite found the right person yet. I'm gonna say.
What, you've been on a date with him? Is this how far we've gone?
We are not going. We are not. No. I've never been on a date with Iron.
Not even a double date. You know.
No. Oh wait. I may have to say yes to that second question.
see, I wasn't making it weird yet.
I mean, there may have been a wedding involved at one point.
There was 2 of those involved, and then 2 divorces that followed. And for some reason, you were there for every single one of them.
See, I have the best ideas.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just that no one wants to listen to me.
That is also true. He's like, Table, stay away from women. They're nothing but trouble. And yet, I was the one that got into a lot of trouble.
Listen. Women are temporary. Minis are forever.
I mean,
yeah, I gotta say he's got the smartest idea ever. It is a good
plastics,
idea.
especially like the the nicer plastics they have for models. I mean, paint. You have to do something very special to throw that away. You can't just throw that in the way dump. So like these are very long lasting, possibly toxic things, but like toxic in a way that's fun, not in a relationship that can go sour. But that's all I'm gonna say about that.
And then they start offering the paint to you in pen form.
Yeah, so you can huff it easier.
Oh yeah, I can look like I'm sucking on a vape, and meanwhile I'm just like
I don't condone huffing
titanium paint.
I mean, but I do know that puppeteers and puppet makers are known for going crazy for all the chemicals they use in unventilated areas. So, yeah, that's why I go. It's not a mini, but high grades 144 is still smaller than the real thing. It's not to scale.
Well, the nice thing is, all of those gunplay you have, Punkwaddle, you can use those, and you can come play one-page rules because we have an entire faction for you.
Oh,
in fact, let me pull this up. We have a faction called the Titan Lords.
Oh, so all my GMs and goofs.
Exactly.
They could just be different fleets of different army, different parts of my army, like different, like, the goofs can be more of the flight types.
Exactly. So you come on here, you're like, here's like 8 options for you.
Okay.
And so typically it would typically be about a 2,000 point army. So like the guy who's decided he wants to play goblins is like, yeah, here's 85 points for like 5 goblins. Meanwhile, you're like, I can make half my army with the Duke. And look at all the options I have to further build him up.
Dang.
So like three models could be your entire army.
What? You can't do a garage kit of women? You can't do scratch build of women? I've heard that you can grow women from the ground. Thanks, Christy.
Punkwaddle. Clearly you can.
Oh yeah. I do have a couple 30-minute mission ladies. And I do have some Mecha Musume.
I mean, just think about it. They could be your models. They could be your army. You could be having the giant waifus battle for you. It could be like, oh my god, it could be the military, the Human Defense Force, fighting with the attack of the 50-foot woman.
I mean, now we're talking.
You see what I say? I have the best ideas. Like, you just gotta listen to me, and then we can turn it into a whole battle, and it could be fun.
I think we're onto something here.
Like, I'm telling you, it's a whole other world out there. It's a lot of fun, and plus, like, okay, I have one model with the penis cannon.
Well, that's a thing.
Oh yeah.
Why isn't it a thing?
Junkie, I will send you the model for yourself.
Oh, please don't.
Here.
Oh, here we go.
No, I think you're gonna have a laugh over it. Like,
definitely went down this rabbit hole.
I find the best models.
Oh, you get all excited, and this is the part where you're like, "Oh, it's too far." Yeah.
What was Oh yeah. 30-minute missions does the Armored Core, right?
I think that's Kotobukiya, but yeah, I'm not sure.
They've been making model kits for those that you could use.
Okay.
I will have to find this later for you, Junkie. I just too many models come in.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
He's okay if we take a little time before he gets to see the penis cannon up close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Oh, sorry. Had we moved on from that?
No. I think we're going. I don't even think we dropped it yet.
No, I think I gotta show this one. Here you go, Junkie.
Wow. Okay.
I would say that's not a penis cannon. That's more of a.
A freaking twerk with that is holding up the cannon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you could have the greatest sniper in the world.
Yeah.
Please don't Google.
Yeah, because
like,
anyone who looks at it is going to stop for a moment long enough for her to aim and shoot you right in the head. Because even I would do that. I'd be like, wait, what is that girl do? Wait, what is she doing?
All right, so did you ever see Jackass 3D?
Yes, with you.
You happen. You remember the flying object?
Yeah, I watched that movie twice with you, and I said no more, and I literally stopped. I haven't seen it since.
Oh, speaking of things, tell me, did you guys happen to see the news about Scary Movie 6?
Yes.
I haven't heard news, but I finally watched part of the trailer, and it made me laugh because I understand why people are getting immediately upset. But tell me more.
It has been long kind of vaunted, rumored. We've been expecting it coming. Sure enough, Scary Movie 6 is coming, and it's probably the movie I'm most looking forward to this year. Arguably tied
absolutely.
with, kind of in a three-way tie between that, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat.
The Mortal Kombat actually looks good. I
feel like they retconned some things from the original movie, or from the first movie of that they made, which is good because that the OC character was just not. The OC was just not that good.
I mean, Carl Urban has lived long enough to see himself be a super badass in Dread like a decade ago.
Right.
Now he's gonna be Johnny Cage. Like, I mean,
he was also the villain in, I believe, the movie called Priest with the guy who plays Jarvis or Vision.
Now that you said his name out loud, but yeah, I can't think of. Yes.
So and then he got to play Bones in the new Star Trek.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, that was one of his bigger breakout roles.
Oh yeah.
JJ verse before JJ took Star Wars. So that was like 20 years ago. So I mean, he was also in Thor. Was it not Ragnarok? It was Thor the Rainbow Road one, right? Or no, he was in Ragnarok. That's right. He was the Judas Iscariot. He was.
Oh no, Ragnarok. Yeah, it was Ragnarok. He was he was Scourge.
Yeah, and he got the guns, and he was all like, yeah. And then, like, he realized what happened, and he had, like, a soul at the end. He was like, no, for glory, bitches!
I mean, Carl Urban has really done a lot of work. A lot of good work.
I mean, I didn't like The Boys.
The
Boys was a bit gritty, but he did a good job in that, too.
I like his voice. And then he was also in Doom with The Rock, and then he took on The Rock and beat his ass.
Carl Urban was in Xena?
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Unless, of course, they're still catching up and they're on the Bruce Campbell part. Fletcher is.
Oh.
But no, so The Boys was a show I never really got into just because I'm so sick of, like, the nihilistic tearing down parodies that we've been getting for so long that I do not want to see anymore. I don't want the breaking down and the disillusion of the hero. I want to see them built up.
Yeah, I gotta say, I watched the first 7 or 8 episodes of The Boys, and honestly, Iron, I couldn't make it past that because it was basically there was a group of superheroes, but because they were corporate owned, they were constantly being broken down by regular people. Like, they weren't the heroes. They were just carrying the name heroes because of the money they were making the corporation.
They were a franchise. They were, yeah.
Well, that and the thing is, the audience really, that and you got stuff like the audience really loved Homelander, so they had to go and try to change it from the comics to try to make him as unlikable and as hateable as possible because the audience didn't understand it right, which is what Hollywood always does.
I mean, Marvel had some corporate owned heroes like Iron Man, but I mean he also ran the corporation. But the point is, the heroes don't have to be bad, but they never even broke away. They just got back at the corporation by becoming more narcissistic and nihilistic. Like they were just horrible people.
Nihilism would be the right word I would use for some of this. It's been just a deconstruction of superheroes for 20 years.
Right.
I don't want any more of it. And fundamentally, it's the same idea as what we got with Rorschach. Mind you, The Watchmen, of course, is a deconstruction of superheroes. But then the issue is the audience really looked to Rorschach as the big hero, which, by the way, Alan Moore fucking hates that people love Rorschach. And then when they turned around and did that Watchmen TV show, they had to make Rorschach the villain, like the mask of basically the face of like villainy.
I didn't really take that as a deconstruction of heroes. I just took that as a dark time where heroes didn't really establish the guidelines of what they should do to carry the mantle of the name heroes. I figured that's how I kind of looked at it. Yes, it was dark. It was gritty. Yes, they bent to, like, they didn't really just bend the law. They broke the law to get what they wanted.
Well, and then Netflix.
Except the thing is, Alan Moore when he first wanted to pitch The Watchmen, was after DC had gotten a bunch of those I think Charleston characters like the Beetle,
right?
Like the Beetle and the Atom. And he wanted to basically use them as the characters for the Watchmen. So he was gonna go and like kill off all these characters left, right, and center that DC just acquired. And because then you think about it, like characters like the comedian is a rapist.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are not heroes. Like they are.
They have superpowers.
They're not heroes. They are. It is there to be a social commentary on superheroes. It absolutely is a deconstruction of superheroes.
Well, it's like in some, like, say, The Flash, which I hated the show, but like when you have like the metahumans, like they have powers. Some are better than others, and some are using it to their own advantage. And like I said, because they have powers and because they have influence and sway, they can do what they want, and they can be seen as this kind of above the norm sort of gods, because you either accept them, worship them, you allow them to do what they want, or you risk them being unhappy with you and taking out their disfavor on you, right? So it's this walking on eggshells sort of thing. And then I was going to say, the Netflix, they did that one series that was based on whatever, Neptune or whatever. Again, like, the guy had a red suit that looked a lot like the what was the animated show that Amazon did? Mark Think.
Invincible.
Yeah, Invincible.
Well, with Robert Kirkman, I believe, is the creator of that.
But then the Netflix season that they tried to do that whole thing about the old time heroes and what was sacrificed and what really happened, and the guy's kind of going to try and retrace history after some of them are gone and dead, and like it was almost getting interesting, but it was too much of a slow burn, and within a week after it aired, it dropped, and then it didn't get enough ratings. Netflix was like, screw this, we're done with it. It could have gone somewhere, but at the same point, like you said, we were getting so much of everything in that couple of years that it was too much.
So Invincible is in a very similar way. It's a show like I watched an episode of.
Mm-hmm.
I've known about it for a while because of the comics, but it itself is again more of that. We're taking the piss out of superheroes.
Well,
and it's like
exactly
that's something I've never really had much interest in. Like I saw one episode and I'm like, I know people are gonna love this. It's not.
But okay, here's where I'm gonna put a parallel. Right, is with anime, we have isekai and different like subgenres of isekai, but that's kind of been the thing for a while, right? But here in the West, Amazon, Netflix, all these shows, like in like 2 years, it's like all this comic book, all this stuff that's been kind of been written for the last decade or two, right? But it's like everybody wants to make the live action or the animated series of it, and they dump it on the public within a 2 year span, and people are like, I've seen this. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not anything new. There's nothing that led up to it. It was just like, we're all gonna do this week. And then when the flavor of the week was over, it changed. And like I said, I don't hear people talking about it anymore because it was just kind of a flash in the pan, right?
Oh yeah. I gotta bounce. I'm actually falling asleep right here. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm gonna try and get some sleep. But I did
All right.
want to at least come out and hang out with you, Iron, because we've been friends for
Been
a
too
long
man.
time. And
Like,
but
yeah,
I'll
it's been
definitely
like
come
20
back
years
out
at this
again.
point.
Just yeah, yeah, we're 1 year shy of 20.
I
It'll
think
be
that's going
19.
on, but
Yeah.
so we will talk off air, and we are going to make this work. We are going to get that army for you. Even if it's as simple as, let's just go spend like 20-30 bucks, buy a couple of gunpla kits, and we will have a Titan v Titan battle worthy of a Pacific Rim.
Fair
Ooh.
enough. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Which, by the way, is going to be a lot cheaper than probably the $500 or $600 to put together a Warhammer army.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, Iron, you have a great day. You guys can catch me on my X, or you can catch me on my Rumble channel. I have it right here. Just go to Rumble and then just type in at Tabletop Junkie Games, and Vincent's got it right there for you for my X, my YouTube, and pretty much my Rumble, which is all pretty much the same thing. It's just different sites. All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you for having me on, Iron.
Later, brother.
Later.
And so, Punkwaddle, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. This is a little late, but this is a fun, chaotic night to jump in on. So I've been having a good time.
Oh, it's been nothing but fun, and it's gonna get a lot better when I inevitably find the Penguin Army that I'm gonna get you to have for your own tabletop, faction.
I love it. Also, so here's something that's kind of been fun and Penguin related. So, as you know, I've gotten into the gotcha game space a little bit over the last year. There's some fun games that are neat. Some that I'll try for a week, and it's quote free to play, so I'll try it. And it's like I see the hype, but not really my thing. I'm not gonna get the FOMO. I'm only gonna really be gravitating to so many aesthetics and storylines and pacing, and if like the whole system and getting materials and how you get materials and what they're called is just all these whimsical names, and I look at it and like, this doesn't make sense within the first 30 minutes, an hour or two of playing, whatever. But there is an anime called Arknights, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I've downloaded that.
so in Arknights had an original kind of game. I don't know if it was gacha or whatever, but it's like a thing free to play, whatever. But it's like a tower defense sort of thing. But at some point they started advertising Arknights Enfield, which is more of you have a character and you can get S rank characters, and they have like these factories that you're supposed to build and all this stuff, right? But the design of the quote operator and administrators, what they call them, right? The female version has like short, dark hair, but they have this like visor mask, right? And she has this little parka on and off-white, whitish kind of sweater, baggy sweater, and then black pants. So okay, you know how right at the end of February, so about a month ago, that whole thing about the penguin that walks off into the distance, like for whatever reason that had a resurgence, and there were people analyzing it, people saying, well, clearly the penguin is this and clearly the penguin is that, because, much like me with object permanences, a penguin in a lot of ways are cute and cuddly, but that's sort of like mirroring effect. You look at the penguin and you project onto the penguin why he's, why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the penguin leave the colony and walk towards the mountains, right? So this became super duper popular. And I'm really not sure why that, but somehow this weird like the way the planets align. But all of a sudden, around a month ago, because Enfield released right at the end of January, right? Somehow people started making the connection, sort of kind of goofing around with the memeing the female version, the short female version of Enfield as a penguin. So like making these little kind of penguin connections, 1-to-1 ratio. They were using that video, the penguin, right? Well, now there's these like chibi penguin memes with AI of the kind of based on the amalgamation or the process of memeing and whatever of the Enfield administrator, is like this goo goo gaga chibi baby penguin, like clumsily going around, or like a little toddler, and you click on one, it's all over the place, and it's really funny and wholesome. But yeah, it's one of those things that I've been catching recently, and yeah, it's pretty funny. Like I just saw one where like the administrator in the little penguin onesie is frying up food at a little fried rice at a little food stand. And with AI, the things that they can do, it's pretty funny. So my feed is filled with lots of piplups and penguin administrator art and stuff. It's fun.
It's been a good night. I mean, the Bruce Campbell thing aside, I've been going through and starting to take advantage of like muted words and get rid of certain terms out of my feed so I can kind of better curate it and kind of have a bit of a happier thing. I was like, let me go ahead and mute Palestine, Israel. Just let's get those out of the way so I don't have to generally hear about them like every 5 minutes. I'm just gonna fill it with nothing but like pictures of elves and little and models on painting. It's been a lot of fun. But
yeah.
With that said, how about we end the night on just one more thing for a little bit of fun?
Sure.
There was a VTuber who's been kind of popping off lately because we get a lot of attention. Slightly politically tangentially, but an elf VTuber by the name of Powder.
Okay.
Who had a fan AMV hit off, and it's been a bit of a banger that I've been hitting on repeat. It's a little too good. It's too good. I can't help it. It's like, and it's called Yeah and, after all so many insults and slurs and names thrown around, where it's just like they've lost all their meaning.
Mm-hmm.
What else have you got?
Yeah. Okay.
So
all aboard.
Yeah. The very first frame. Okay. I'm all on board. Let's see where this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Calling all V-tweeters and the left side sloppers. Icing on these burns for the borderline hoppers. Based in fertile takes in this elf wife elf life. Sisters and sisters bringing back the age of strife.
I'm a fed.
yeah, she's a fed. She's from the front of the elf department. Surely we can trust her. I feel like I can trust her with all my information, all of my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, why don't I leave her alone with my computer unattended?
Sure.
Hey, look at her. She's friendly.
Very friendly.
Which, by the way, VTuber drama gets all kinds of crazy.
Aye.
It's like every week there's a new, fight, a new thing going on. It's like but it is also kind of like the place where all the attention is. It's like,
Yeah. Like, VTubers kind of been the thing for a hot minute. Like, what? I mean, was it almost... How long ago was the thing with Iron Mouse and her going independent? That was a while ago. That was like last summer, right?
yeah, 24 or 25.
I feel like that was almost a year ago, and it feels like yesterday.
Well, Vince, of course, Vince, of course, for that, we could always look at some of the male VTubers who, sadly, admittedly, just aren't as popular as the female ones. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to look at elves, which is why you should go and subscribe to Dash Attack.
Okay.
Also, maybe one of these days I'll go ahead and actually get an original one put together. We'll have the Iron Catster as my own original design.
I mean, there's an archetype for a reason, or stereotype, or something. I don't know.
Assembly of department, logical booming, winning both sides, got the black and white dooming. They say I love Trump when he didn't build my wall. What do you think I said? Sorry, I meant call me a racist, fascist, nationalist, grifter, bootlicking theocrat, literally Hitler, colonizer, Nazi, incel, bigot, white supremacist, privileged, idiot, snowflake, pick me, toxic, homophobe, should troll, sexist, deplorable, xenophobe, shill, dog, whistling, transphobe, simp stan, alt-right, neocon, tyrant, yeah, and?
Like, yeah, that's like the string of everything. The hot button words that mean nothing. Yeah.
Because it isn't just one. It's like, okay, racist, sexist, homophobic, to where it was basically a mantra for the longest time. And it's like, it has no meaning anymore. It's like, okay. By the way, before I forget, this is from The Holy Ball. Let me go ahead and drop the link to that in the chat, because you guys do yourself a favor and go subscribe, check this out. And it is available on Spotify as well.
Cool. I mean, it's well produced. It's not the most creative and innovative song, but it's a banger for what it's doing. Exactly what it's meant to be, right? Pointing out a lot of just fizzled pop culture things, like.
And not only that, this is also like the guy's first video he dropped. So if this is the starting point,
okay,
I want to see where this train goes next.
Yeah, no, that's good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're not even sub, but I show up in their Twitter feed. They're tracking my cycle, it's the only chance they'll see me bleed. Turn my hair purple, cut it all short. Got them running up my numbers, Minority Report. The sound is bananas and my model is the rice. Cold full face bandanas, don't slip on the ice. Why wait for a woman join the TDS dance? Did I say 1,000? Sorry, I meant call me a racist, fascist, nationalist, grifter, bootlicking theocrat, literally Hitler.
This is like the party anthem.
Oh, for real! Like, I will have my head buried in some machine at work, and I'm just like sitting there thinking, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm like, okay, it's an earworm of a song. They got a sub out of me.
It already says hype train on it. Like, what else do you need?
I need a sequel.
Incel, bigot, white supremacist, privileged, idiot, snowflake, pick me, toxic, homophobe, child troll, sexist, deplorable, xenophobe, shill, dog, whistling,
not too shabby.
The guy's also himself kind of inspired by Skybrows.
Okay.
Who has been really blown up as well, actually.
Okay.
Let's actually go to the channel, not just all the reactions. I've played some of this stuff before, like Home Stallone and
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Okay, that guy. Well, also made stuff too. I mean, if this is between art, AI, and the things that people are coming up with, it's actually using a medium inspired and doing something new and creative. Like I'm okay with that, right?
which is going to be an interesting discussion to be had in the long term. It's something that people are arguing over now. You've got people trying to argue that no, we can't have this at all in the entertainment in media, when the reality is that genie's out of the bottle. It's you now have to learn to adapt to it.
Well, to be fair, we've had this stuff. Okay, using the AI as a medium doesn't negate the fact that this sort of idea, this sort of pop culture awareness, pop culture sort of being pop culture and trying to extend pop culture, but also calling out pop culture, this sort of thing is nothing new. Again, it's using a medium, a current medium that's available, that's a cheaper option, right, to get yourself off the ground, to get stuff done, is normal. Like that's what people do. Like, this is the hype, this is the current thing, this is what people are into, this is what people are paying attention to. I'm going to use this as I develop my own art style, because at some point in time, if you're creative and you want to create what you want to create, you can only use generic AI to tell you what you think you want for so long, because the AI is only going to know so much. And if you leave your final product up to the algorithm of AI, it's never going to be what you want it to be, right?
Right. Well, it's also going to depend about what you put into it. What are the prompts you put in? Because you can get some quality out of it. I mean, we've seen the quality slop people are making. Which, by the way, I do think is funny as well, how so many corporations hate the fact that the internet, the wider masses, have just started calling it slop by default, which I think is going to be the biggest thing to help put that stigma on it.
Yeah, it has a purpose, it has a function, but it is clearly, like, you can't, at this point in time, I haven't seen that you can fully direct AI or pause something and say, hey, let's pause right here, but let's have him do this, say, and this. Like, if you can fully direct AI for every aspect in every scene, like, it's going to be more tedious than working with humans to a certain point, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But again, that just becomes programming, and it's not really, you know what I mean?
I mean, it is going to require effort put into it. But at the end of the day, people, I think, are going to ultimately lean into the creative stuff. It's just that the reality is creatives have to stop being so lazy. They have to actually put in the effort, because there are a lot of people out there who have been just coasting off of the fumes of the betters that came before them. Look at the current Star Trek, if you don't believe that.
Well, yeah, riding the coattails of something. No, I completely agree with that. Like, oh, they made this popular, so I'm gonna, yeah, like you said, ride the waves. But if you're trying to be creative and cutting edge and create your own thing and hope people like what you're doing, not just trying to be some the next somebody else after they exist, right? It's different.
But you know what? We'll have to see how things go.
Yeah.
This technology is going to be getting crazier. It's going to keep growing. These tools are just going to be opening things up for more and more people to get out there and try new things. And we get up in the thumbnail. It's just like, hey, give me a elf in a mech. I was like, you make it like an 80s anime thing, and it's like boom. I'm like, it wasn't exactly what I had pictured, but I could probably long term learn to work those elements, see those elements in better.
Right. But you probably won't be able to design each panel, right? And make sure if you want a panel to look like this or in these colors and this size, like that would be very hard to do with AI. But if you drew it out, it
Well,
would be exactly what you wanted it.
I mean, even then, even if you just were to go and let's say take up like a photo editor, like
Hmm.
your Photoshop, and you start putting in the elements into it like a collage, and then you take that image of all that compiled together, and you run it through the AI and say, "Hey, clean this up for me." It,
Yeah.
I mean, that way you could get all the stuff on the individual
Right.
panels you wanted.
Right. Yes, you could. But at some point, again, if you're taking so much time to clean up what the AI gave you and do this and all at every turn, it's like
But is it any different than using those same tools to do that cleaning yourself? I mean, you're just using a shortcut to do what you might already have done.
well, my point is, I don't know if you're actually using the shortcut at that point. You're just using a different tool, right? And then that becomes again not quite the same as just putting in a prompt and accepting what it gave you, which is different. Basically saying putting in a decent generic prompt and getting a minute and a half of an AI scene and being happy with it versus going back and editing and cleaning things up, whatever tool you use, right? Using AI as an animation studio that kind of gives you something to work with, sort of, I don't know, predictable ideas. It's just, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But like, again, if you're really trying to create your own thing, you're not going to accept the AI slop that you get out after your first prompt.
Right. I mean, you're right. There is a lot of effort that goes into it. That if you want to get halfway good,
Yeah.
which can be true as actually picking up the pencil and drawing yourself. Like it takes a lot of time and effort to get good.
Like, you could spend the time, you can get a brand new account with an AI tool, spend the time to create a character to an environment, but you're going to have to take a lot of yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no with that AI to know what it likes. But if you try to do with that same account and do something slightly different, and then if your prompts are too overlapping, then it'll get confused and you probably won't get either again the same way you had them fixed out, right? Anyway,
Well,
on that note,
I think that's probably a good place to call it for today because we have
yeah,
gone over, and I do have to get up early. So,
yeah, I'm not trying to.
Punkwaddle, as always, I want to thank you for coming out. For taking the time to fly on this way every Monday, these past Monday nights. It's never required, but it's always appreciated, my friend. Thank you as always.
It's always fun to be here.
You got anything coming up? Are we going to expect any ponderances? Maybe talk a little bit about penguin news. Like if Culture Casino can go out there and give us a bear story, can we get a penguin story?
Yeah, I think about it. Yeah, I'll ponder about it.
But with that said, have anything coming up?
Not really. I mean, I'll be on Mad's channel tomorrow. Cotton Collision with Gator on Wednesday, and then we'll see what happens by the weekend.
All right, cool. Well, as for myself, tomorrow night we are over on Pops. We are doing Talk Hard. We're doing some movie talk. In fact, we are going into a classic I hadn't seen up until this point. One Logan's Run, which was first time for that one for me. With that said, thank you as always, everyone out there. Be sure to be on the lookout. I'm gonna try to get my desk cleaned up so I can actually maybe put together some model kits. We'll do a little painting here or there. We're gonna do something a little more regular around these parts. So, with that said, thank you as always. Thank you everyone who came out in the chat, Tabletop Junkie, to Snacks who showed up, to Vince for dropping all those links. I do appreciate it
Mhm.
for all this time you guys have done it. Have taken out your days to spend a little time with me as we settle into our Monday. And with that said, let's call it for tonight. I think you know what? I have the perfect outro after tonight. After all the silliness we've shown off. So, good night, folks. Get some rest.
I know stupid. And this is definitely stupid.